I am Sangeeta, your maths teacher. Today in this video we are going to learn about the type of angles. Okay, type of angles. In previous video I have introduced you in three categories. What are all those three categories? We'll see now. Here are the type of angles. Type of angles I have divided into three categories as I have introduced these all things in my previous video, and today in this video we are going to cover about the first category. First category comes under measurements of angles. Measurements, we are going to divide the angles into 6 types. Okay, that are acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, and complete angle. These all 6 type angles we are going to study in this video by their definitions and with the examples. Here first 6 type of angles can be learned by their definitions. First of all, we are going to study about the acute angle. What is acute angle? Acute angle is an angle measures more than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. Whichever angle is measuring more than 0 and less than 90 degree is called as acute angle. And right angle. Right angle is an angle measures exactly 90 degree. And obtuse angle, an angle measures more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Next comes straight angle. Angle measures exactly 180 degree is called as straight angle. Reflex angle, an angle measures more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. Next, last is sixth one, complete angle. An angle measures exactly 360 degree. Here, after knowing the definitions of but examples, it will be very much clearly understood what are these definitions really they are saying. Okay, now we will move towards the examples. First of all, we will go with acute angle. What is acute angle? We already learned by the definition that angle which measures more than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. Okay, now what all degrees come in between this 0 and 90? Let us see with the help of this protractor. Here, which all degrees come in between 0 to 90? You can see here, it may be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 till 90. In 90 we can't take, but less than 90 it is 89 it may be, or more than 0 it may be 1 degree also. Whichever degree come in between 0 to 90, such type of angles are the example for acute angle. Then we can take one example like it may be 75 degree. Now I will show you what which is acute angle example. That is, I have taken here 75 degree. How to draw this 75 degrees here? First of all, this 75 degree angle I will show you, which is the example of. Now we will start from lower base angle because I am going to start from the right hand side. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and after 70 there will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is. After marking that point, we will join this point and vertex. Here we got an acute angle of 75 degree. This the name of angle, we will name it now. What is angle? Angle ABC. It is an example for acute angle. Not only 75 degree. Here some more examples, like you can see here 58 degree, 60 degree. Like this type of examples come under the acute angle. And there are many examples you can take like 86 degree, 80 degree, 62 degree, 35 degree, etc. Whichever angle comes more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. All are the examples for acute angles. Next we are going to study about right angle. An angle something like x degree. It is an angle which is exactly equal to 90 degree. Here x means unknown angle, angle which measures exactly 90 degree. Such type of an angle is called right angle, or 90 degree angle is only called as right angle. Here you can see one angle which is exactly 90 degree. That we only whichever angle measures 90 degree exactly, that is only the example for right angle. Here you can see one example, and 90 degree angle is marked always like this. Okay, it is the angle I am going to name as DEF. Here and on the E vertex we have 90 degree, and this angle can be named as DEF. DEF is equal to 90 degree. This is the example for right angle. Not only DEF, any angle which measures exactly equal to 90 degree is the example for right angle. Now next is obtuse angle. Any angle which is less than 180 degree but more than 90 degree. Such type of angles we'll consider under the obtuse angle. Now, which is more than and less than 180 degree? You can give any examples for this angle? Yes, it may be 120 degree or 110 degree or 105 degree. It may be also even 179 degree also. Many examples you can take, etc. These are all the examples for obtuse angle. Let us see what the shape of obtuse angles will be. If I will draw a ray and name it OP, and now I want to construct any one angle from this. I will construct now 105 degree. Let us see where is 105 degree and one more ray where it comes. See, I am starting from right side 0, 10, 20, that is lower scale will go 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and in between 100 and 110 there is 105 here. You can see it clearly. I will mark here and we'll join now this. And here is our obtuse angle of 105 degree, and I'll name one here as S. Now angle SOP is an example for obtuse angle. Not only 105, I have said here many examples which come under the obtuse angle. Now next is straight angle. Straight angle, as the name only says that it is straight. The line, straight line is also an example for straight angle. Let us see how it is. It is exactly angle which measures exactly 180 degree. Such type of an angle is called straight angle, as we know it by the definition already. Here, if I draw a ray and name it as AB, when we start counting from 0 till 180 degree, here on the other side of that 0 degree, opposite to 0, exactly opposite to 0, we get the another ray which measures 180 degree. So it forms a straight line. It forms the straight line. Can you see here? Now our angle is formed in between these two rays. So the angle formed in between these two rays is what? 180 degree. Now angle which measures 180 degree is always straight angle. If I name this point as C, and now angle CAB is equal to 180 degree. Now it is the example for straight angle. And next, what is reflex angle? Reflex angle means the angle which measures more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. Such type of angles come under the example of reflex angle. Here I have given some two examples make you to understand about the reflex angle. Here angle 230 is an example for reflex angle. EFG is an angle which is measuring 230 degree. This is one of the example for reflex angle. Now next one more example I have drawn here to make you to understand, that is 270 degree. The angle NOP is equal to 270 degree, which is less than 360 but more than 180 degree. Like that many examples we can take, like it may be 218 degree or 200 degree also, and it may be 359 degree. Many examples, etc. examples whichever measures more than 180 but less than 360. Such type of an examples are the examples for reflex angle. Now the next is complete angle. Complete angle is exactly angle which measures 360 degree. An angle which measures 360 degree. Here I have taken an example AOB. AOB is an angle which is exactly equal to 360 degree. Now I will show you how it is. See here you can see there are two colored rays. One is the ray which is black color AO and another ray is red color. Okay, red color ray is I have named here OB and black color ray is OA. If I'll consider that black color ray is pointing towards 0 and now red color ray is pointing towards 360 degree. How that 360 degree ray is moving, you know, that it will cover totally from 0 to, it will cover and come forming a circle, complete circle. It will move like this and come and fall on the exactly where it started. That is, it falls on AO and the both rays will coincide and to form the 360 degree angle. 360 degree angle is formed by the two rays where they are coinciding, where one ray is completely covering the distance of all the 360 degree and coming and coinciding to on the 0 degree only, where it shows towards the 360 degree. Now the difference between the ray which is showing to 0 degree and the ray which is showing 360 degree, you may be cleared with this. Here 360 degree ray means it is covering total distance of 360 degrees and 0 degrees only at the beginning. It is here, it is to the 0, and the angle formed in between these two rays is only as 360 degree. And now this is the example for complete angle. Complete angle, not only angle named as AOB is equal to 360 degree is example for complete angle. Any angle which is exactly measuring 360 degree is the example for complete angle. After studying everything, now I want to give you one work. Now here I have prepared one working model by through which I will show you some angles, how to know the angles and which angle come under which type of angles. Then afterwards I'll give you work. See now can you say me which angle it is? It is angle showing 50 degree. Now it is an example for acute angle. Yes, you are right. The arrow mark is pointing towards 0 and another arrow mark is pointing towards 90 degree, then it is an example for 90 degree. Here you can see it very clearly. When if I move this arrow mark more than 90 degree, then it is now example for obtuse angle, as it is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Now this angle is obtuse angle. Can you see now? These two rays are totally directing towards opposite direction. Both each arrow mark they are oppositely directing. One is pointing towards 0 degree and another is pointing towards 180 degree. And the angle formed in between these two rays, it is a example for what? a straight angle. Whichever is in the form of straight line, then that angle is exactly 180 degree, and 180 degree is the example for straight angle. Yes, you are right. When the two rays are coinciding on one another, one is pointing downside, you can see there is a green arrow mark that is pointing towards the 0 degree, and red arrow mark is after covering all this distance, it is moving towards 360 degree, and then it is complete angle. You just observe this angle clearly where the two rays are pointing, and name the angle and write the measurement of this angle. Now you can also prepare like this type of protractor which shows the complete angle. Here you can see the which all degrees I have mentioned here, and you prepare such two type of arrow marks, and you can just play and learn how to understand the type of angles. It can be very easy for you all to understand what are the type of angles. Okay, to understand this, you keep the definitions by writing all the definitions which I have given in this video, and according to that definitions you can move these arrow marks on the different measurements, and also try to understand the type of angles. This is like a game also. It is very interesting. You can do it and see. Okay, thank you for watching my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button and bell button. Keep watching, keep sharing, and answer me on the comment box. Thank you.